guys, it's been a few days. I seem to be saying that a lot these days, but the issues that were causing me to not be able to vlog have now finished. I've done all of the work for the rest of the year, and all I've got now is emails, writing a couple of documents, stuff that I can do, so that's not going to take huge amounts of my time, and I might actually be able to get my job back on track now. It's great. You can tell from the fact that I've got another cold sore that I ran myself ragged to get to this state and get everything ready and get everything done. But the event that I was at on the Thursday, which I hosted and spent all of the week working on, it went down well. It was very well appreciated by the residents who went to it. So and now I get to take a seat, do my job as it should be, and recover. So, blessed Yule, Merry Christmas, whatever holiday season you're celebrating at the moment, have a good one. We're back to normal now. Let's get to it. Guys, so I went down into town, as you can see, because I'm no longer in the office. I'm in the other office, and picked up some prints of photos I've been working on of my parents' wedding, which are really nice. I'm going to put them into a selection of different frames to put on the wall in the house. I think it'll look really nice. And then once that's done, the reason I'm down in town is actually because I've come down to do a lot of kids' work on the computers there. So, it's a busy day. It's winter's weird. It makes me feel like I'm late at night, but actually I'm in the middle of the working day. So, let's keep going. Another busy day down in town. I'm just going past Santa Grotto, which has displayed a funny display there, a bit musical, a bit light show. Quite nice actually. I've been caught up in the town hall most of the afternoon, so work I was planning to do didn't get done. I was supposed to be meeting a resident. I've got to reschedule that for later in the week because of stuff that went on down there. So, all in all, a very busy week, but a lot of fun. Anyway, picked up a few Xbox games on the way home, because they're basically starting to clear out Xbox from the main game shops, and might as well pick them up while they're there. But now, off home for something to eat and then get back onto work. Long, busy day. When I got back from town, why am I in shadow? Is that better? Oh. When I got back from town, I just felt awful. I think I'm coming down with a cold after that event on Thursday. I mean, it was well received and I had to speak to a lot of people, which was great because that's what we were there for. But, oh, when you talk to a lot of people, especially when you're worn out and run down, you end up with an illness. I've picked up a cold, I think. My neck is killing me at the moment. my head is hurting like I've got a migraine. And I keep running out of breath. So yeah, I've got a head cold. So that's not good. But anyway, while I was down in town today, and I'm really actually in this. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I seem to be in the frame now. The things I have to do. I've got no camera crew here, you see. I've got to do everything myself. But yeah. I'm really not good. But I've got to finish off a load of stuff for Photoshop. Why is that not doing... Oh, it's because everything's still loading. Let's just get on with the games I picked up in town. Anyway, I watched a game because I thought, well, I'll have a look. I checked CX. They had a couple of games, but nothing I really wanted to pick up at the time. I popped in the game and spent 16 quid. Because I thought, well, actually 16.48 I think it came down to. And I'll show you why. They had a 5 games for 10 quid offer on Xbox. So I picked up 5 games for 10 quid. But there are also 2 others that I had to have. And the first one of those was Project Gotham Racing 3. I had to have this the moment I saw it, because I have Project Gotham 1, 2 and 4. When I got my Xbox 360, I got a Project Gotham game because I had to have one. I love Project Gotham Racing. Loved 1 and 2, especially 2 on the original Xbox, which I've just got here, and I love it. I had to have the one for the 360. 4 was the latest one out, so 4 is what I got. I don't feel good. So I never had 3, but for £1.49 I was going to have 3, especially when it's in such a good condition. Nice case. Manual in lovely condition, so I've really looked out on this. I think the reason that I'm getting shadows here, see, everything's in shadow just there and it comes out, is because when my lovely other half has been using my, what's the word, light rig, she's moved it, and now I'm getting wrong shadows. So I'll have to deal with that. But I'll deal with that later. Anyway, that was the one I had to have the moment I went in the shop and saw it. But then I saw the 5 for 10 quid, so I had to have that as well. So let's have a look at ones I've picked up. Cameo Elements of Power. Now, this might not be on everyone's top 10 list of great games, but I've had my eye on this since the Xbox 360 came out, and this turned up as well. The case is knackered. You've probably seen an idea of what else I've picked up as well. And it just seemed interesting, so I decided to give it a try. And I've tried the first bit. My character went from an elf dressed as a Native American to some sort of furry troll yeti thing, and then the moment that some creatures were around for a fight, turned into a plant with boxing gloves. So I thought, this is my kind of game. This is good. So yeah, I'm going to find that quite fun to play, I think. But anyway, it's the Xbox Classics disc, but in the normal case. So they've done a CEX. But the manual's there in good condition. The game's here. So I'm going to be enjoying that. That's good fun. Next up, I had to find a couple that I wasn't really sure about, so I thought I'll give them a try since they're cheap and it fills out the list. It turns out that they seem pretty fun from the little bit I've played of them. Enslaved Odyssey to the West. I've heard a lot of good things about this, so I picked it up. The case is slightly damaged just here. Bit of a... It looks like someone's cut it, basically, like caught it on something. But the manual's here and the game's here and everything seems to work, so I'm very happy with that one. My head is really can't do it. I'm in a lot of pain. And the next one, The Last Remnant. The Last Remnant, even. It's a Square Enix game, so it's an RPG battle game, and the first thing that happened was wandered through a guy that appeared to be wearing modern emo type stuff, wandered through a forest, and then there was a fantasy battle going on, so yeah, that's pretty Japanese, but perfect condition manual. So happy to get that. Really good condition case. It's been kept with love and care, or hardly played, I can't tell which. But anyway, it's in the collection now. I'm very happy to have it. Now these next 2, I had to have. When I saw this 5 for 10 offer, and these were in it, I had to have it. Dead Space. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about this. I really want to play it. Now, yeah, for that price, definitely going to have it. Real issue there with the load of mess on the case. But the manual's here in pretty good condition. The game's here and everything works out quite nicely. Yeah, so very happy to have that. I'll be playing that at some point. But the one that I had to try out today and have been playing for the last half hour or so is Dead Rising. It's a lot of fun. I'm really happy with getting this, especially in that offer. I mean, come on. Really good condition case. Very nice condition manual. Game's in good condition too. Again, well, I say nice condition manual. Manual's been creased and slightly used. It's been through the wars, basically. But Xbox Classics again for the disc, but normal edition case. So they've pulled a CX. But that was really good, especially I think 10 quid for those 5. Plus that Project Gotham Racing. But then I saw this. And this wasn't in any offer. But it was there for $4.99. And I've seen Metal Jesus. And I'll put a link to his channel if you haven't seen that. So, yeah. Metal Jesus mentioned this as a really, really good game for the 360, so I had to have it the moment I saw it, especially for less than 5 quid. I mean, $4.99. It is less than 5 quid. Eternal Sonata. It's a role-playing game where you play in the mind of a dying composer from the Renaissance. So yeah, I had to have that. I mean, wow. I can't remember which... Oh, Chopin. It says it on the back, Chopin. So you're in his head as he's dying. That seems a bit weird, but it was a really, really interesting sounding game when he was talking about it. So got a copy. Really nice condition case. Really nice condition manual. In fact, the manual doesn't feel like it's been used, and it's quite a thick, substantial manual. That's really nice. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's been used much. And good condition game as well, so I'm very, very happy to have that. Now, I've got to finish off today's comic. It's almost 9 o'clock. If I get it finished by... What time is it at the moment anyway? 5 to 10. If I get it finished by 10:30, I will put it up as today's and then get to work on tomorrow's. If it's less, if it's over that, then we'll see. But I'm not doing well. I spent so much time down in town having to deal with work. And I'm being slowed down because I don't feel well today. But I've got to get through this because I've got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. So chances are I'm going to end up putting this up as tomorrow's comic, the one I'm about to finish off. We'll see how it goes.